Greetings everyone, Reed here, coming to you from the middle of the great, horrific New Mexico desert. A land so harsh, it will kill you if you try to cross it. So you ain't coming here in the apocalypse. Anyways, today we're going to cover CHAZCHOP series, part 1. Lessons we can learn for SHTF. There's a lot to learn on this. Great, many thanks. Today we're going to focus on one key important one. It takes work to survive SHTF, the apocalypse, and coming disasters. Lots of work. One of the things I've seen that's really interesting on this CHAZCHOP thing is that as it progressed, less and less of their people were there managing things. Less and less people kept appearing and things kept moving out. You only had a couple people kept leaving the area because they found out, wow, this is hard work. We got to do stuff. It's not so easy. We can't just magically lay around and stuff appears and things get done. No, hard work. So they left. They're like, oh, we're going to just go off to where it's easier, where things aren't nearly as hard, where we don't have to rely on ourselves. And, eventually, as we saw on Twitter, they announced that the project has completed. We've reached the end. We've succeeded. We've forced Seattle to enact new police reforms and all this other stuff. And you can go check it out. Link is in the description. You can go check out the Twitter posts and stuff. But that's an important thing I've thought about for a long time in SHTF. So you have your group. We're doing stuff now and stuff like that. You have to be ready and prepared for when we face total disaster. Grid down, everything's shut down, it's collapsed, the end of the world, everything's abandoned. We're relying on ourselves. That we're going to have to be prepared. People are going to walk off. Yep, people that we have been doing stuff like that and things like that, they're just going to leave. And part of the issue I highly suspect is there's going to be rumors in the groups, there's stuff like that, especially if you get larger ones, and it's going to take a larger one to get through these. But you're going to hear rumors saying, oh, there's this shelter sponsored by FEMA. And as much as everyone says, oh, you'll never go to the FEMA shelters, it's all death and destruction. We're going to know there's a lot of people that are going to head off to them because it won't take the work. It won't be this giant amount of self-responsibility. It won't be everything is on your shoulders and you screw up and you're dead sort of consequences. And that is a big temptation. People are going to be like, oh, you mean I can just head off there? There'll be food, there'll be water, there'll be medical. It's going to really pull a bunch of people. Plus, think about this, medical is extremely important. People may have stocked up some medical supplies. You may even have some people, you may even have a surgeon and a doctor in your group. You may be really ahead on the medical. But there's going to be a lot of stuff you can't handle. Lots of things you can't deal with. And so people could be, like someone, first-time couple, they've got a child, the wife's pregnant, they got a child coming. And there's apparently medical complications. And so, your on-site doctor and stuff like that said, we got these issues and all this stuff. It's going to be real difficult. And there's a rumor of a FEMA camp. They may decide that the life of their child is so precious and important to them, they're not going to risk you. They want the medicine that they're used to, the old view, the grass is greener on the other side, that, this hospital, and they'll have this team of doctors and all this stuff, and their child will be fine. There's pretty much nothing you can do, very little, that you're going to be able to say, hey, if you leave, it's just a death sentence. You can tell them that, but getting that through to a bunch of people, going to be hard, probably impossible. And that's one thing the CHAZCHOP thing has really taught us, is that even though you had these people, quote, believing in this cause, dedicated for all this stuff, the siren song of the easy pulled a lot of people away. And that's something you need to be ready for. So all these people, you may have weeded out lots and lots of people in making these groups. You got people that are go-getters, do stuff and all that. But when it's down and the cards are out, okay, you got death, destruction, all these risks and all that, and people are realizing the gravity that they are going to have to do this themselves, that a mistake now is lethal. There is no safety net. There is nothing below you if you mess up. And, things are hard. Like, what if you are on a secondary year and you're growing crops and it's going to be a, rationing year and you're having trouble with the food supply? Be prepared. A lot of people may just walk off, just gone, out of here. Medical reasons. You could have a huge, infectious disease, like a real plague come through. And you have a huge lot of people get sick and they're like, are we really going to live through this? And just gone. You could have a huge labor shortage. Something we need to prepare for. Something I haven't given nearly as much thought to, but I was thinking about this when I was watching the CHAZCHOP thing going, we got an issue here. And something I definitely need to put a lot more work in is how many people, even when it's death and destruction into the world, and it's no man's land crossing out there, and the other side, rumors are going to be out there of this promised land, this great area where there's medicine, a new community sponsored by the U.S. government, all that free stuff. It's there, man. We just got to go. Doesn't even matter if they're true. You could have someone coming through, some refugee, and they're talking about, we're heading out to this other community and blah, 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 as you get information trading, and it spreads through your group like wildfire. Yeah, it's a big issue we got to deal with. So if you haven't considered that, start thinking about it. And I highly encourage you to really think about it. So you need to start doing some other planning. What am I going to do? Well, key thing I think to combat against this and encourage as many people to stay as possible is have good food supplies, have good medicine, have people available to do it. You also need to show success. Your plans need to be fruitful. You need to show that you are doing what's necessary to continue on, to show that you are going to provide for them and provide leadership, and it is going to bring success. They have to have faith in what you guys are doing. You start having a shortage of faith, a shortage in belief that this can support life, that this is a way forward out of the darkness, and you will have everyone gone. We already knew that culture war, but you've got to really try. So you're going to need extra food, extra medicine. You're going to need the people that know how to grow things. People know how to handle disease. Doctors got to do a lot on this, and it's going to be vital. Now, of course, there is a sort of a back and forth going on this, depending on just how bad the disaster is. Like if you've had mushroom clouds all around and you know that to the north, south, east, and west of you out there is a nuclear wasteland, that will keep some people pushed back a bit, hopefully. But so, depending on what they think is the perceived risk, they may try anything to live. Desperate people do desperate things, as we all like to say. But that's the key thing is, I'm going to add extra food supplies. I'm going to try to make certain we have as much as we can to make certain we don't end up on those light years, that lots of good supplies on doing that. Medical resources. I'm going to make a push. I got a medical person. I'm going to go get for more medical people. I just got to find them, and it's just taking time. Although I've had, with current things going on this year, more people in the group coming in. I like this. So, not at the 200 I want, but I'm making progress. All right. I'll leave you guys alone. I hope this is useful and entertaining and educational. Take care, everyone. This is Reed, out for now.